to you. Say it like that.
Hi guys, I created this winter look, winter wonderland look. It is very smoky eye makeup and I really enjoy it. I hope you like this look. If you recreate it, go ahead and tag me on Instagram and I'll leave all my information down below. Let's go ahead and get dolled up. Okay, so we're going to get started with some tape. Just make sure it's something very gentle and that's not gonna tug on your eye that much. And I'm going to be again, I always do this, I always prep my eyes with something. Lately I've been on that. I honestly, even though this is a very smoky eye, I feel I need it for whatever reason. So I'm just going to be applying this concealer all over my lid, and I am also going to bring it right here next to my nose up here. I'm going to be setting this with my favorite. This is the Wet n Wild Contour Palette Contour. I love this product especially because it is very inexpensive. I was very pleasantly surprised with the quality of these powders. So I'm going to be getting this Morphe palette. This one is a 35B. And I'm going to get this first, this light or bright purple. That's right here. I'm going to use this fluffy brush. Right there where my eye folds, that's right there my crease, right? So I'm going to be stretching it a little bit, and right there, I'm going to try to get the middle of my brow bone half and half, pretty much, right on top and right on the bottom. So I'm going to be going back and forth. So then I'm going to get a thinner fluffy brush because I'm going to go and get the darker purple that's right underneath. I'm going to go right there, right underneath. I don't want to cover that bright color, but I do want to diffuse it and kind of start layering this other darker purple. Going to get again the fluffy brush with no extra product, and I'm going to go kind of circular motions very lightly, and then again windshield. Then I'm going to be using a shader brush. This one is a flatter shader brush, and I'm going to be using this dark blue. So I'm going to be packing this right here. I'm not going to go right on top, but I'm just going to stop right here on the crease. And then I'm going to use an angled brush, and I'm going to get the black shade that's underneath. I'm going to be applying this eyeshadow with this brush, and I'm going to be connecting it with the blue that we put right in the middle of my eyelid. And I'm going to be feathering this black eyeshadow in the inner corner of my eye, and then I'm going to be doing the same thing in the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to be intensifying this black eyeshadow because, as you can see, it's not very black. You can pretty much also use a setting spray in your brush, and that will give us a very black eyeshadow. I'm going to also be adding this to the crease just a little bit, and then with an e.l.f. pencil brush, I'm going to be packing again, like I said, just intensifying that black eyeshadow. Then with that same e.l.f. brush, I picked up the darker purple shade, and I created like a bridge on the crease just to define my crease again and kind of tie all the colors together. And then with a bigger fluffy brush, I am going to be blending just the top part of it, just so everything is well blended and it's diffused. And now I'm going to be using my Urban Decay glitter eyeliner. This one is in the shade Distortion, and I'm going to be placing it right in the middle. I'm going to be covering all the blue eyeshadow that I put before. This glitter, it's an iridescent glitter, so it kind of looks purple, it kind of looks green and blue, so it is actually really cool. I'm gonna use this fancy multifunctional insert card. Thank you, BoxyCharm. I'm going to be using this Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. And I'm going to place it more on my nose and on my forehead and on the sides of my nose as well. Using my Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation in the shade 02, I will be dotting all over my face and then blending it with my beauty blender. And I'm going to use the same one that I used on my eyelids, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And I'm going to be highlighting with this concealer. Then again with my beauty blender, I'm going to be blending this. I'm gonna get a flat, this is a Morphe brush, and I'm gonna get again the banana powder from Wet n Wild. And everywhere I went with my concealer, I will go ahead and set it. With a flat definer brush, I will go ahead and pick up some of that black eyeshadow, and very, very tightly I'm going to be applying it right in the lash root on my bottom lashes. And then with a pencil brush, I went ahead and picked up a little bit of the blue, and I mixed it with the darker purple as well, just to smoke out my lower lash. Then I also picked up a beige eyeliner just to open up my eye, and I put it in my waterline. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Smashbox contour stick, and I'm going to be contouring my face. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose as well. Right under my lip, and I'm going to carve out my jawline. I will be blending this with my beauty blender. These contour sticks are so easy to blend, and I will be bouncing it basically and kind of also doing it upwards, trying not to drag this contour cream down on my cheeks, and also I'm going to be doing it on my jawline as well. The one for the nose, I'm going to do it with my finger. I'm going to be using my fingers to distribute the product, concentrating more the product on the bottom part of my nose because that's where my nose is wider. So I'm going to be doing very, very gently, and then I'm going to go over top with the beauty blender just to make it barely noticeable. Then I'm going to go with a shimmer bronzer. This one is by Temptu, and this is a liquid bronzer. I'm going to be picking up a synthetic angled brush, and I'm going to be bronzing my face, going on top of my cream contour and kind of diffusing and blending both shades together. On the insert, it says to use it with a brush, but I find it that it kind of gets blotchy with the brush. Maybe it's that brush, but I always go on top with the beauty blender. Now I'm going to be using the shade Moonstone by Becca to highlight my brow bone. Then I'm going to highlight the inner tear ducts of my eye, the tip of my nose, and I'm going to be highlighting the bridge of my nose right here. Also my cupid's bow. I'm going to be using this blush right here, which is in the shade Wildflower. This one is a studio makeup blush. Using that same Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone, I will be highlighting the high points of my cheekbones. Okay, so this is Khlo Money, and I went ahead and applied this one. I'm going to be topping this peachy nude with the gloss that comes in the Koko collection by Kylie Cosmetics. This one is in the shade Damn Gina, and I was actually really pleased with these two shades. I have a hard time finding new lipsticks, so this one so far so good, and this is how I complete this look. As always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.